Welcome back to the show, guys. Mr. Box Office, Alex. 3 losses on the bounce, top 4 hopes smashed. Talk to us.
You know what? I normally have some energy about this at the moment, but I switched off a long time ago. I switched off an absolute long time ago because this is a build season, and that was it for me. This is the same old thing. You might as well go back to when Mourinho came in, and that's when my mind was gone. I was done, and I've never changed since. To be honest with you, it's now becoming a situation now where I mean, I didn't care about this game. I didn't care about this game. You know what I mean? And I didn't care about top 4. Aston Villa can have it all day long because it would have been it would have been hard for us next season because we don't do better next season, and that's it. That's a problem. So for me today, I mean, the thing that really concerns me at the moment, which I've been saying so many times, people can say about set pieces. You hear the manager, and I don't even like him. I agree with him as well, to be honest with you. It's the attack. It's the attack for me. That's what worries me. It's not clinical enough. I'm sorry. I told you about a below average Shane Long, aka Timo Werner. I told you about below average Emil Heskey, Richarlison. I told you about Johnson. I mean, honestly, I don't even know what to say really. People were saying that Emerson was a great player. Well, look what happened. You know what I mean? So. And the interesting thing is, I saw Postecoglou go absolutely mad, and now it's completely changed. Now, I'm now hearing and this is what I was predicting because this is why I was skeptical in June. Now people are giving Postecoglou 6 months next season. It's just all predictable. It's all predictable, and that's it for me. So.
Can I ask you, Alex, what was it like? I know you're still in love with him. What was it like seeing Poch manage against your team tonight?
Mate, I don't care. He's done what Sol Campbell did that Tottenham fans cry about. You know what I mean? He's going and trying to win something. You know what I mean? He doesn't got time for it, and that's it. That's the history of the Tottenham. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, is that your season done now? As far as
it was done a long time ago, mate. After the FA Cup. It was done after the FA Cup. I'm not bothered about top 4. There's no point of us getting top 4 if we're not going to do anything. I'm happy with just getting you regardless. I don't care. We need to start winning.
When you look at this team, who are the players that you think need to go going into next season to give Big Ange a better opportunity?
There's a lot of them that needs to go. I'm sorry, Emerson. It's people that are backups. I don't do backups. You know what I mean? I need players that can compete. Emerson, backup. Don't need him. The Argentinian Tom Carroll, Lo Celso, needs to go. He was twerking for a move last summer. Who else? Højbjerg, bang average, needs to go. Richarlison, I'd love to see the back of him all day long. Timo Werner, if you sign him, I've heard a few Tottenham fans saying Ange out already if they sign him. I'm sorry, another backup. Bye-bye. Gil, even though he wasn't too bad in the second half, get rid of it. There's a lot of players that need to go. And I'll tell you this for a fact, like I said, when this fan base go mad and say Ange out, I'll tell you right now, that's when we'll start seeing whether this is actually real. And that's what I said in June. I said it on Mr. Box Office TV, the main event, the Professor of Truth and Entertainment, the ratings killer, Terry's nightmare, and Terry's guilty pleasure, and that's it. And if you don't know, get to know. That's what I'm calling it every single time, and that's it. So it's like I said, we'll see the real stuff because we know how it works. We know how it works. When we have a bad run of games, when the fan base go mad, which are going mad now, right? And they say Ange out, we'll see what the board do. Are they going to do what Arsenal did with Arteta? Stick with their manager. Yeah?
Can I ask you a question, Alex, please?
Yeah, go on.
Do you still think you've got your Tottenham back?
No, we never did. Mate, until the board stick with a manager, have the nerve to stick with a manager, right? Because to be fair, Ange's been quite clear.
Alex, can you clarify to me what is your Tottenham? So people don't know.
You tell me. I haven't seen it for a long
So, okay.
time.
But Terry's
'Cause
asking you this, and I'm
I've been
like,
a supporter.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, what is his Tottenham? I don't know.
But listen, Mo, I don't know what it is, mate. I
Mo,
don't know
you're
what
one
it
of
is.
the people who are gaslighting. Don't change your answer
Yeah, I
now.
am, guys. I think, but if it doesn't work with that, we'll talk.
You're
Listen,
gaslighting
let
the
Alex
person.
finish. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have my say.
I'll come back to Alex in a minute. Hassam, I know you've talked to us because you've got a lot of stick this year for your opinions on Tottenham.
It's crazy. You know, I think this game right here ends Tottenham's title hopes. You know, it was actually their bitter rival that stopped them winning the league. Chelsea just stopped Spurs winning the league today, you know, because, you know, I forgot that they won it in August when the whole thing happened. You know, I still remember at the start of the season, the newspaper headline that triggered me, that got me to do this whole anti-Spurs thing. Tottenham are no longer Spursy under Postecoglou, yeah, as we can see. Carabao Cup eliminated, FA Cup eliminated, and now they won't even get top four. I think Spurs were pathetic today. I don't even think, you know, Terry was trying to be nice to the start, saying they had a couple of chances. Yeah, they did have a couple of chances, but Chelsea could have scored about 5 goals today. I'm going to be so honest with you. The Jackson 1-on-1, the Palmer one that you mentioned, even his free kick. There were so many chances. Chelsea fully dominated the shit out of Tottenham Hotspur today. Tottenham Hotspur did not deserve a single point in the game today. So today, Chelsea got the 3 points and they fully deserved it. The performance was incredible from minute 0 to minute 90. Now, hopefully, Pochettino's can rest because they're in 8th place, where you expect Chelsea to be. Give him manager of the season. The fact that he has this bunch of crap players in 8th place. But I look at this game today and I think it's just watching Spurs is just like watching a crap movie over and over and over again, Terry. I don't even think I'm exaggerating anymore. For the last 3-4 weeks, for the last like 5, 6, 7, 8 games, it's genuinely just like watching crap movie after crap movie after crap movie over and over again. It's like, you know, one of them cheap movies, Terry, where you could just tell what's going to happen at the end and you're just sat there for no reason whatsoever. Like you literally know the ending. Every time I watch Spurs, I know that they're not going to take their chances, and I know that they can't defend, and I know that they're going to get slapped. That's just what's been happening to Spurs lately. It's the same thing that happened to Wolves at home, and that's why I called them Postecoglou at the start. I was the one that started the Postecoglou as an imposter, because I just feel like when you play a certain one way and one way only, and at the end of the year, you know, the teams figure you out and figure the way that you play football out, they can have the antidote to you easily. And today, Chelsea took advantage of that. And to be honest with you, the scoreline actually flatters Tottenham Hotspur, because this could have been 3 or 4-0. I don't even think that's an exaggeration, to be honest. So Chelsea deserved to win today. And Ainge has been exposed. And at the end of the day, there is one positive. There's one, we're in a dark, dark tunnel, and it's the Spurs tunnel. It's very dark. And there's one little light at the end of the tunnel. The fact that them not getting top 4 is actually better for them. Because if they don't get top 4, that means that now Daniel Levy will be forced to spend this summer to go back to top 4, which actually might be a blessing in disguise, if you would like. If you say Europa League is a chance at the trophy, Europa League is not an easy trophy to win. I found that out the hard way. Please don't tell me that Pedro Porro is gonna pull up to a stadium and give you a European trophy. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I don't think. I think actually them getting top 4 was the incentive for them to back Ange. Now there is, look at the fan base, Sam. Like everybody now around the fan base are saying we'll give him 6 months. Now we're talking about this guy because I believe he's a very good coach, and I still believe he's a good coach. I believe the problem now is the quality of the players, and him as well. He's not adapting, but he's not a bad coach, but the quality is not there. Brennan Johnson, 50 million. What an absolute shit piece of business. After Timo Werner, terrible. Kulusevski now, he's being exposed. Kulusevski today was horrendous, in my opinion, was horrendous. But the thing about Spurs fans, if it doesn't work for Ange, I don't think it's going to work for you again. I think it's not going to work for you. You tried everything. You tried the project with Pochettino. You didn't win trophies. You tried the Mourinho's, the Contes, and now you're trying the Ange Postecoglou, the most expressive coach you can say in the Premier League, 2 defenders on the halfway line. And if it doesn't work and you don't get your objectives and you don't reach your objectives, what's going to work? Nothing. I don't think anything's going to work. Your owners are going to be your owners. They're not selling the club. So this is it. Maybe Spurs fans need to accept where they are. A team that will challenge every now and then, will get top 4, will finish in Champions League, but that's about it. The quality is not there. When you invest 50 million in this guy, Brennan Johnson, the quality is not there. The players' quality aren't good enough. Look at Emerson Royal today. Mr. Box Office talking about Brian Hill. The guy shouldn't be playing in the Premier League at all, in my opinion. It was absolutely abysmal watching them today because you expect and you see what is happening from every single player. This first team, I believe now, the Spursy thing, I really listen. I'm truly now a believer in the Spursy thing. I'm a believer. I have to raise my hand and say I'm a believer.
Welcome to the club.
No, I'm a
Welcome.
believer now, Habibi. I'm really a believer. It's done, bro. I don't know.
I want to as well. Someone just sent me something. Just it's on the game. If you've got Google in front of you right now, I don't know what it's going to be saying, but someone just said to me, Google the word Big Ange. I did. This is what comes up when you Google Big Ange. Who's that?
Oh my
Big
God.
Ange.
No
Google
way.
Big Ange and see what comes up.
Spurs are done.
Sorry,
after, man.
it made me laugh. Someone said Terry Google Big Ange, and I went and looked at images, and I died. But we are going to pick Tottenham on the show. We're going to look at some more of your super chats, throw your questions in. Don, another good night, very good night with Chelsea tonight. You dismantled and outclassed Spurs really from the first whistle into the last.
Yeah, listen, I was happy with that performance, Terry, man, because we actually played like a team today. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've been telling you guys for months that if you don't set the team up incorrectly, if you don't set the team up correctly, it doesn't allow guys to play comfortably in their role. And this little tweak that is done with Cucurella going to the midfield, it's allowed the team to get a lot more control at the minute. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing Madueke, driving at his man a lot more today. You had Mudryk today, was actually quite good on the ball. I thought his end product was actually quite good. He put in Jackson twice, actually. And for that shot that got taken off the line by Van de Ven, that was from Mudryk that played Jackson through. And he played a nice little switch to Madueke as well. In that first half, I didn't really see much of Palmer, but at the same time, I was still happy with the performance because we weren't dependent on him because we're actually playing well. Badishiu and Chalobah at the back as well. I was a bit skeptical about them before the game, Terry. I was like, yo, what pairing, what's going to happen with these guys today? Because Silva's not there to hold their hand. They ain't really that much experience, and Badishiu hasn't looked that good this season. And Chalobah can have a little bit of a Boza moment. But I thought they led from the back, man. Badishiu today, sweeping everything up. He wasn't trying to do anything too pretty. He just kept clearing it if he could. And again, like I said, in terms of reading the game, he was quite good at that as well. And Chalobah in the box, the defending was quite good. Do you know what I mean? So from back to front, bro, I was happy with it because off the ball, we kept a good shape. We made Spurs, struggle to beat that low block because that's something that they're struggling with at the minute. And on the ball, we looked quite threatening as well. Do you know what I'm saying? We looked quite threatening. And that was a very good goal from Jackson as well, bro.
It was.
His angle up his head the way he did, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
I want to ask you about your kind of front six. Your midfield of Gallagher and Caicedo, Palmer ahead of them, Mudryk, Madueke on the wings. And
Enzo
Jackson.
again, by the way.
I'm not bringing up. I don't think it's about Enzo personally. I'm looking at it as just those six collectively have started 3 of your last 4 games, and they've probably been 3 of your best 4 games potentially in the last 18 months, especially in a short run of time. Is it about sticking with this front six for the remainder of this season now and seeing where you could end up in the European positions? Because there seems to be, for one reason or another, more balance, more cohesion. The attack looks better. Your defense doesn't seem to be getting as exposed as much as it was just 4 or 5 games ago before he kind of created this formation or picked this team, really.
What it is, Terry, is the tweak with Cucurella, bro, because what that's allowing is Gallagher to press forward and we're not having too many holes in the midfield. Because what happens is when we've got Gallagher, Enzo, and Caicedo playing together, and Gallagher just runs off like it does to win the ball, when they beat that press, it's only Enzo and only Caicedo, and that's why we get done on the transition. But at the minute, what's happening is Gallagher's pressing, and you've got Caicedo and Cucurella staying back as a pivot, and then Caicedo more on the ball, he's pressing up and playing more as like a box to box. So it's a little bit more stability. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the main tweak at the minute. We've got a lot more control in that midfield, and like I said, Cucurella today, bro, he was amazing. He was amazing today in that midfield. Do you know what I'm saying? Just popping it off, keeping it simple, making space for others. Do you know what I mean? And in duels as well, bro, he won 9 of his duels. Do you know what I mean? Brennan Johnson wasn't able to do anything against him today. So I think that's what the main tweak for me has been inverting Cucurella, because that's what we were seeing in pre-season when Chelsea were playing well. And everyone was saying, oh, Poch looks like he's got these man cooking. That's what he was doing. And
So
he went away
that's
from
why ship Enzo to Real Madrid, bro. Find someone else that suits the Premier League.
What do you mean find someone else, bro? If it was inverting Cucurella before, it would have helped Enzo, bro. Because Poch likes ping pong football. He likes high transition football, bro. And Enzo, like you've said, he ain't got the legs like that, bro. He ain't got the legs.
So that's why sell the guy, find another player, bro. Find a better player. That's
I agree.
bro.
Play
Wallahi
Cucurella.
Alazim, bro. And
play
before
Cucurella,
his
bro.
value go down, the more you play the guy, the more the value go down. Okay, let me explain.
You're doing too much, Mo. You're doing too much. Relax.
No, I'm
relax.
not.
You are
No,
doing
I'm
too
not.
much.
Don, can I ask you a question? Don, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Don, let me ask you a question based on what Mo just said there. I get your point. Enzo doesn't have the legs. I completely agree with you. But you're saying that this works because Cucurella comes in and it enables Gallagher to go off and do his pressing. But Enzo isn't going to go off and do that pressing because you said he doesn't have the legs. So if Cucurella inverts when Enzo's there, what's Enzo going to do?
What it is with Enzo, okay, when I say he ain't got the legs, he ain't got the legs like Gallagher, right? Enzo can get around the pitch, but it's obviously not like Gallagher. And when he's the last man, bro, in that first phase for us, it's not good. I don't want to see him back there. Do you know what I mean? But in terms of actually counter pressing from the front, it's something that he can do. Not as well as Gallagher, obviously, but he can do it to a level where when he's on the ball, it's good for us. Do you know what I'm saying? We might lose a little bit of a press at the front, but when he's on the ball, we're a lot more dangerous. Do you know what I'm saying? So different players bring different dynamics to the team, Terry. I don't understand like why people think it's crazy to put Enzo in there. For me, I just think that if Cucurella was in there with him, it would have helped because there's too many holes in the midfield and too much space in the midfield. And Cucurella helps compress that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I hear. I just wanted to get your take on that.